right, just dropped some money off at the bank. Had a pretty good day yesterday. It was the first day back after Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I thought we had the day off. We definitely did not have the day off. All the factories were working. All the usual busy locations were working. In fact, working and sold out. So I think we did a little over, I think around $800 yesterday. So that's pretty good. You know, obviously all that's not profit. I would say probably 40% of that is profit, maybe a little bit more. You know, after I pay my contractor, after I buy material or, you know, supplies, inventory, pay some bills, you know, loan payment, overhead on the storage. I have a very big storage unit, so, and it's climate controlled, so that's around $330 a month. My contractor is $625 a week. Inventory is about $1,000 a week. So I mean, you add all that up, that starts to get pretty expensive. So let's see, so $625, so $1,625, that's contractor and supplies, plus, let's see, public math here, about $75 a week for storage. Is that right? I don't know if that's right or not. That's probably pretty close. And then, so what are we at? Oh my gosh. About $1,700 a week, basically, to keep the doors open and run. And then, you know, we're making, on a great day, we'll make about $800 a day. That's pretty good. I mean, oh, and the loan payment, which ends up being $500 a week. So what are we at? 17, so 18, so $2,200 a week. Sorry, $2,200 a week to stay open, and we make around, it fluctuates, but anywhere from $350 on a Friday to $800 on a Monday. So I mean, it's pretty good. You know, 4 days we'll probably make around $2,700 if I'm averaging out right, because not every day is an $800 day. It's more realistic that it'd be $550, $600 a day. But averaged out, I would say probably around $2,700 every 4 days. I mean, that's pretty good. Not a whole lot of profit left over after I pay all my bills, but I think right now I'm at $1,600 at the end of the month, and what I'm not counting in is sales tax. So sales tax for vending is based off of the county that you sell in. So for instance, one county may charge 2.25% on all sales, plus maybe a road tax, which is like some ridiculous made up thing of 0.05%. So, you know, ends up being, you know, 2.3% or something for one county, and then the next county might charge, you know, 1.75%. Long story short, you know, you go through and you figure all that out at the end of the month, and typically what my tax bill comes out to is around $400, and I pay that to the state every month, which is separate from federal. That's completely separate from federal. So at the end of the year, I'll pay my federal tax. If I was making more, I would pay quarterly, but since I don't make that much extra profit, and I show a lot of expenditures in, you know, updating the business and supplies and paying my contractor and stuff, I'm not ever really going to owe in to federal because of that. But for sales tax, that's completely different, aside from filing, you know, your federal income. So yeah, recap real quick, I guess. So make about $2,700 every 4 days. What do we say we need to keep the doors open? So $2,200 a week to keep the doors open. I'm making more than that weekly after all expenses. So bare minimum right now, the business is profitable. And so one of the things to think about is, like, once that loan payment goes away, that $2,000 a month, actually it's a little over $2,000, that $2,000 a month goes straight over into the profit column, because I've been paying that. So what'll happen is all of that will go towards the business in buying new machines, buying new software, making things better, maybe even getting new locations. And one of the things to think about is, like, if you get a new location, these machines are not cheap. So a used good machine can range from $1,800, so used, not refurbished, so used in good working condition, clean, everything works, about $1,800, all the way up to, some of these brand new machines are $10,000. Reality is, I don't think you get the return you need on that. What you run into is preference at the location you're going into. So, like, some folks may want a nice new fancy machine, and for my current vending business, that's not my customer, because I can't afford. So give you an example, you go into a location that wants 3 machines and they want all brand new machines, that's $30,000, and you won't see any money from that location. I mean, maybe 2 years, and that's just not. I'm not interested in that. You can get very nice refurbished, so repainted, all new components that needed to be changed. It's got a warranty. I mean, sometimes for $3,500, and they're really nice machines. They're just not the newest machines. In the end, you put money in, you get something out. You can use a card reader. There's like 5 or 6 different ways to pay: Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit card, tap your debit card, cash, currency, coin currency. I've even got a digital punch card. So, like, say you go in and you buy 9 drinks or whatever over the span of a couple months or something, maybe even over a week, because some of these folks, they work a lot. You get your 10th one free, and then the digital punch card starts over. So we do a lot of good things for the locations. Make sure all our machines are always working, always keep them stocked. I've said before in other videos, like, we typically go to our busiest locations every single day, excluding Friday on some locations, but even including Friday on locations where they've only got a skeleton crew there. So, like, there's only a few crews working, but we know from Thursday that it's wiped out, like it needs to be restocked. And a trick that I do is, so I'll go and I'll get like specialty drinks on Friday, and we'll load those up, and then that way when they come in Monday, they've got something new and fresh that they enjoy that's not always in the machine. So it's like a nice thing to break up the monotony of the same old stuff. Imagine going to your pantry and every time you go in there, there's a Coke. Or every time you go in there, there's a bag of Doritos or plain chips. That just gets boring. So what I'll do is I'll go out to a location maybe where I don't get tax exempt, and I'll buy, like, I know one of my locations, they really love coconut. Well, I think it's coconut water with pineapple chunks in it. And I don't make a lot off of it. I mean, I still profit, but it's not a lot. But the satisfaction you give to the customer is well worth it. So, like, they're excited to see something new on a Monday. They know it's not going to be there. It sells out every single week, most of the time in the first day. And then it's gone. And you have that feeling that, man, I wish we had more. But, you know, I'm glad that they put it in there. It's like a thing to look forward to. So it's just a little marketing thing that I do. Anyways, so yeah, that was today. Dropped some cash off, getting the bank account back up after I had to go buy 15 35 packs of Coke, and that's all for now. Bye.